Elegance is a lifestyle, not a price tag. Elegance has been sold to us, marketed, packaged, and priced. But the truth? No designer can sell what only self-awareness can create. If you've ever felt pressured to look refined instead of becoming it, this message is for you. Together, we'll peel back the illusion and rediscover elegance as inner alignment. And stay through, because there's a small surprise that will ground it beautifully. Insight 1. Value calibration. From a young age, society teaches us that luxury equals worthiness. The designer label, the 5-star experience, the flawless photo, these become silent yardsticks of success. And slowly, without noticing, you start equating having with being. It's subtle but exhausting, isn't it? The endless loop of trying to keep up, prove, and please drains something deeper than money. It drains emotional peace. When your values orbit around external validation, you live in constant pursuit mode. You scroll through curated lives online and feel the quiet pull of comparison. You buy things not because you love them, but because they whisper approval. Yet beneath it all, your spirit craves something simpler, something real. The moment you recalibrate your values, everything begins to shift. When you start valuing peace over popularity, self-respect over performance, and integrity over image, a new form of elegance rises from within. It's not loud, it's not performative, it's grounded. Think of it this way. Choosing a quiet cup of tea in the morning instead of scrolling through your phone isn't about self-denial. It's a statement of worth. Valuing stillness over constant stimulation gives your mind room to breathe, your heart room to feel. That's where refinement begins, not in possessions, but in perception. Value calibration isn't about living with less. It's about upgrading your internal currency, where what you hold dear finally reflects who you truly are. And soon, you'll see that the next level of refinement doesn't begin in the mirror. It begins in the mind. Insight 2. Cognitive cleanliness. Cognitive cleanliness is the quiet art of keeping your inner world uncluttered. It's what happens when you clear away the noise, those looping thoughts, small dramas, and endless comparisons that steal your mental space. When the mind is crowded, even the most graceful person begins to feel scattered. It seeps into tone, posture, decisions, and the way words spill out before intention can catch them. Psychologists have long connected mental decluttering with stronger self-trust and better emotional regulation. A study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that individuals who practice intentional mental organization through mindfulness or reflective writing report higher levels of confidence and decision control. When your thoughts are ordered, your energy follows suit. You can begin simply. A few minutes of quiet before the day starts. A short journal note to sort emotions instead of carrying them into conversations. Or creating boundaries with digital noise, muting notifications that pull you into comparison or anxiety. Each small act becomes a way of saying, my peace deserves space. Cognitive cleanliness isn't sterile, it's serene. It's the kind of order that gives your words weight and your pauses meaning. People may not know what changed, but they'll sense something steady in you. Mental refinement, at its core, is elegance in motion. It shows not only in what you think, but soon you'll see it begins to appear in how your body moves, how you breathe, and how presence itself becomes your language. Insight 3. Posture of perception. Your posture is a language long before your words arrive. The tilt of your shoulders, the steadiness of your walk, even how your hands rest when you're silent, all reveal how you feel about yourself. When your body collapses inward, it quietly tells the world, I'm unsure. But when it aligns open shoulders, lifted chest, relaxed neck, it says, I'm present. I belong here. Research from Dr. Amy Cuddy at Harvard University showed that posture doesn't just communicate confidence, it cultivates it. Her studies found that holding expansive, balanced positions for even 2 minutes can reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, and increase testosterone, which boosts self-assurance. In essence, the body and mind are in constant conversation, shaping each other with every breath. Yet posture isn't about performing elegance, it's about embodying calm. Refinement isn't rigid, it flows. When you ground your feet before speaking, you signal stability. When your neck stays relaxed, your voice softens. When your movement's slow, your presence expands. These are quiet acts of self-respect that need no announcement. A refined posture isn't a display. It's harmony between what's happening within and how it's expressed outwardly. It's not about appearing poised, it's about being poised, naturally. As you begin to align your body with intention, something deeper unfolds. Physical steadiness starts to nurture emotional discipline, the kind that carries you through life's noise with quiet authority. And that next layer of elegance lies right there in the balance between control and ease. Insight 4. Low noise living. In a world that hums with constant sound, notifications, background shows, endless conversations, it's easy for your nervous system to forget what quiet feels like. That constant stimulation keeps your mind alert, but rarely at peace. Over time, it dulls your inner awareness, the gentle sense that helps you notice your own emotions before they spill over. Low noise living is a conscious decision to turn the volume down on life's clutter. It's the art of creating space for your senses to breathe again. Studies from environmental psychologists at the University of California have shown that sensory simplicity, fewer visual and auditory distractions, improves emotional regulation and creativity. In essence, the quieter your environment, the clearer your inner rhythm becomes. You can begin in the smallest ways. Choosing a quiet dinner with soft light instead of background TV, walking without music just to hear your thoughts settle, or simplifying your home so that it feels like a sanctuary, not a storage room. Each choice removes a layer of noise, both outside and within. As silence re-enters your day, something beautiful happens. Your sensitivity returns. You start noticing the subtle fragrance of morning coffee, the softness of natural light, the rhythm of your own breathing. That awareness is not just peaceful, it's powerful. Low noise living restores composure by helping you meet life from a place of clarity. And soon, you'll discover that true composure is more than stillness. It's the discipline to conserve your reactions, the next quiet hallmark of elegance. Insight 5. Response economy. Response economy is the quiet discipline of valuing where your energy goes. It's the awareness that not every comment, opinion, or provocation deserves your reaction. In a world addicted to instant replies and emotional overexposure, restraint has become a rare and powerful form of self-possession. Misused energy often hides in the small moments, over-explaining your intentions, defending your choices, or engaging in arguments that only drain your spirit. Each impulsive reaction chips away at your calm, leaving you tethered to situations that don't deserve your depth. The refined alternative is measured silence, a pause before speaking, a delayed reply that allows thought to mature before expression. Research in emotional intelligence, such as studies by Dr. Daniel Goleman, shows that those who practice emotional restraint are perceived as more authoritative, credible, and trustworthy. Calm isn't weakness, it's evidence of inner structure. In daily life, this might mean choosing not to respond to an unnecessary email debate or quietly exiting an online conversation that no longer reflects your peace. Every unspent reaction becomes a deposit into your emotional savings account, building strength instead of depletion. Response economy is not indifference, it's intentionality. It's knowing your energy is sacred and should serve your growth, not your triggers. And as you begin to master where your emotions go, you step into something even deeper, the art of emotional mastery, where elegance is not just how you act, but how you feel from within. Insight 6. Emotional decanting. Emotional decanting is much like letting fine wine breathe. It's the art of releasing emotional intensity privately before sharing it with the world. When you give feelings a moment to settle, their raw edges soften, and what remains is clarity instead of chaos. Reactive expression, on the other hand, often dilutes your credibility and peace. Speaking in the heat of emotion can make truth sound distorted and leave you regretting words that were only meant to relieve pressure. Refinement begins when you learn that not every emotion deserves an audience in its first draft. Therapists often note that private processing, through journaling, reflective walks, or honest conversations with yourself, builds emotional maturity. The process transforms emotion from something impulsive into something insightful. You begin to understand what you feel, not just react to it. And from that understanding comes empathy, both for yourself and for others. This isn't suppression, it's stewardship. It's learning to hold your emotions long enough for them to reveal their real message. When calm finally replaces urgency, expression becomes strength. Your voice carries thoughtfulness instead of tension, and people listen differently, not because you demand attention, but because your presence commands it quietly. Consistent emotional discipline creates a form of unseen power. It's not loud or performative, it's grounded, steady, magnetic. And as that power grows within you, it naturally begins to shape how you express yourself to the world, the next layer of inner elegance. Insight 7. Invisible discipline. True elegance rarely announces itself. It's not in the grand gestures or the curated moments, it's in the quiet consistency that happens when no one is watching. The small decisions, the kept promises, the order you maintain in your space, even when the world isn't looking. Invisible discipline is folding the blanket before bed because peace matters to you. It's choosing honesty in small conversations, staying loyal to commitments, showing up on time out of respect for your own word. These invisible acts build something priceless, self-trust. And when you trust yourself, your presence becomes steady and genuine, without effort or performance. Behavioral scientists have found that microdisciplines, tiny repeated habits, compound into deep character change. Dr. Wendy Wood, a leading researcher in habit formation, notes that up to 43% of daily behavior is habitual, which means refinement isn't an event, it's a rhythm you live by. The most refined people often appear naturally composed, but what you're really seeing is the quiet strength of consistency. Their ease comes from discipline that's no longer forced, it's simply who they are. Invisible discipline turns elegance into second nature. It's the invisible scaffolding beneath grace, the structure that holds everything upright. And just beyond this, there's one more layer that roots all these truths even deeper, the kind of grounding that makes everything before it feel complete. Bonus point, the quiet confidence of self-acceptance. If you've stayed until now, this moment is for you. A quiet thank you for walking through this reflection with such openness. Because beneath posture, discipline, and composure lies something even more profound, the serenity of self-approval. No practice or performance can substitute the calm that comes from accepting yourself entirely and without resistance. True elegance is not about perfection, it's about peace. When you stop fighting your flaws and start befriending them, something remarkable happens. You become emotionally immune to judgment. You no longer chase validation because you already live in alignment with your truth. The more comfortable you are in your own skin, the more graceful your energy becomes. Research in positive psychology, including studies from Dr. Kristen Neff, confirms that self-acceptance increases emotional stability and reduces reactivity. When you're kind to yourself, your nervous system calms, your decisions steady, and your presence feels safe, to you and everyone around you. This is the quiet confidence of true refinement. It's not an act to be performed, but a state to be lived. Elegance at its highest form begins when you stop trying to appear it and start becoming it. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. If these words spoke to you, type "Elegance Begins Within" in the comments. Share one insight that touched you most. Let's grow this circle of quiet strength together. Thank you for spending this time here and for being part of this growing community. Your presence truly matters. If this message spoke to you, please like the video, subscribe for more daily insights, and share it with someone who would find comfort in it. Another video awaits to continue your journey. Stay grounded, stay graceful, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.